Thanks to all the people behind the scenes who made the last few days a success. From the sponsors, to the regional planning committee, to the field crew, to the scoring table, to the volunteers in the pit and the machine shop. And mentors, thank you as well. This program would benefit from 10 times as many of you. First teams in all programs continue to increase, and we need more people like you. You are the key to the success of so many students. Let's now have the students carry on the tradition of standing up to thank their mentors and coaches. They volunteer their time and efforts because they believe in you, so please stand up and show your appreciation. First is about so much more than robots. It's about teamwork, developing relationships, learning new skills, preparing for college or the trades, accepting responsibility, having fun, and building character. It's not easy to do what you just did, design, build, and compete with a sophisticated machine in a competitive atmosphere. But no matter how you and your team fared at this event, I can guarantee you that by participating in FRC, your future is bright. You are amazing. It's been great here this weekend, surrounded by such a supportive community of culture changers. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our closing ceremony speaker, Chris Sorenza, co-founder of FluxTech. He's an entrepreneur who started his firm as a student at Virginia Tech. He saw a need to manufacture parts for his projects and turned that into a business.
How's it going, guys? Yeah, you guys have good energy. I was at a basketball game the other day and didn't even hold a candle to this, so. Is anyone from Charlottesville? That's where I'm from. UVA. I'm not a UVA. No, I just wanted to kind of talk pretty generally. Show of hands, how many of you could see yourself possibly starting a business or creating a startup down the road or soon? Let's see. Everyone should be raising their hands. So I went to Tech as a grad student, and I started a company out of a lab there. We were actually, I'm not going to really talk about that as much as we started in the lab and then we moved out to the Corporate Research Center. But I just kind of wanted to talk about startups in general and moving forward from this competition, and kind of highlight 3 things that you should take away and really focus on in the future. And the first is problem solving. I know in this whole competition, you guys have just been focusing on problem solving in your own field and whatever, like you're separated into teams doing programming or electrical work. And from here on out, I want you to think about the biggest problems in the world and what you think you can solve, and go out and solve those problems, because the biggest startups and the biggest firms out there right now are really just solving the biggest problems. So if you can find a big problem right now, then you can make a big startup. And as an example, like we make heat pump sensors. They measure like the flow of heat through surfaces, and we use them to measure insulation, quality, and stuff. So if you have like kind of crappy insulation in a house, we are able to measure that, and no one else really can do that. And so if you can find your own little problem to solve, you can create your own business out of it. And then the second thing I want to talk about is to really step out of your comfort zone. And like I said, I know you guys are separated into your own teams, and some of you guys specialize in programming, others in the electrical work. But as you move forward and past schooling, you're going to have to learn more about a lot of different fields, especially if you do want to create your own startup. When we started Flux Tech, we were both mechanical engineers, and we were making these sensors, and we specialized in manufacturing and thermal engineering. And then we realized when we got into it, oh, we have to learn programming, we have to learn circuitry, we have to learn all this other stuff. And as a little secret, it's not that hard. Like, schooling is the toughest thing in the world. Like, I hated classes, and I thought they were always really hard. But the more you learn, and the more you can teach yourself about a lot of different fields, the more value you can add to whatever company you want to work for, or to your own company that you decide to start. And then the third thing is that that's probably the most important thing, is to really believe in yourselves. And not only believe in yourself, but know that you can do whatever you set your mind to. When I was an undergrad in physics, and I came to grad school to do mechanical engineering, I kind of picked it out of a hat. It just sounded like cool, like fix things and solve problems. And I didn't really know what I was doing and what I was getting into. And I picked these grad classes. I picked like the two hardest grad mechanical engineering classes that were pretty much offered, not knowing it. And I got in there and I was like, oh shoot, I'm kind of backed in a corner. I gotta get out of this. And what I did was I just set my mind to it, and I forced myself to learn the material from the fundamentals. I didn't even know what a system was. Like, I didn't know what a control block was. I guess you'll learn that later. And so the most important thing is to believe in yourself and know that you can do anything you set your mind to. And you guys are geniuses. Like, you guys are way smarter than where I was at in high school. And so I just want you guys to know that. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask Kim for my contact info. But I just kind of wanted to give yourselves a round of applause for what you've accomplished. Thank you.
All right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's first welcome all of our judges up to help hand out some of this work. So if your team is called for an award, you will enter through this gate over here, through this curtain area over here. Please do not try to walk through in front of this orders table. There are a lot of wires here that will be bad. So you'll enter through the gate over there, you'll exit through the gate over here, and then you'll go that way. So don't try to come back over this way. All right, so the moment you've all been waiting for, the awards. First up is the Imagery Award. The Imagery Award is in honor of Jack Hammond. This award celebrates attractiveness in engineering and outstanding visual aesthetic integration from the machining to the team appearance. This year's Imagery Award goes to an out-of-this-world team who launched their flying machine into the stratosphere and beyond. With steampunk gears that transformed into stars, LED-lit goggles, vintage hats, and a universe-themed pit manned by their robot mascot, Hubble. Congratulations to Team 6236.
Robotics Center of the Universe, from the National Congratulations.
Next up is the Team Spirit Award, sponsored by FCA Foundation. This award recognizes extraordinary enthusiasm and spirit through exceptional partnership and teamwork. This team's commitment to getting their members to be involved for a lifetime through mentoring and support, not just for their team, but also for others. This shrewd selection for the Spirit Award is the Hedgehogs. Congratulations.
The Hedgehogs from Middlesbrough, North Carolina. Congratulations.
All right, next up is the Creativity Award. The Creativity Award, sponsored by Xerox, celebrates creativity in design, use of components, or unique strategy of play. This team has a good grasp on all of the other teams in the competition. Their scouts were able to provide real-time data to make better alliance strategy decisions, as well as